Somebody asked a doctor, why have you become an influencer? The answer was, because influencers are becoming doctors. It's like they're engaged in something and I use stealth to deliver my shot and started working. Parenting is not about our children. Parenting is not about our children. Let me say that again. Parenting is not about our children. Meaning, you give the child what he deserves. He deserves just you. But because there are not many people at home, child is not talking yet. Myth.
Is there any food specifically for nerve health, natural sorts?
A lean, playful, active child, milestones age appropriate, neurological development age appropriate, is a blessing. Every parent must have with their children something called as non-anxious presence, because your anxiety is infectious. Without any argument, I think screen time first 2 years of life is devastating.
They say tradition should give children roots, not chains to be tied with. Tell me one thing, how do we differentiate the two? Talking about children, they also say a child is probably not a problem to be solved, but a person to be understood. But do parents always rush to correction? And now, is it the connection or the correction? What comes in first? If a conversation has started on these lines, I'm damn sure you've already guessed it right. Today's Just Curious India is about understanding the child, about parenting, and most importantly, who better than this man who is popularly known on the internet as Dr. HiFi. But of course, all the important government documents would read him as Dr. Syed Mujahid Hussain. I think Dr. HiFi is better, I guess.
He's better, absolutely.
Very casual, very
you already
cool.
butchered my name, so Dr. HiFi is better.
So yes, doctor, I think with 15 plus years now in pediatric healthcare, and most importantly, what amazes me is the way you have blended your life with the stethoscope and also social media. And here we sit, probably understanding your journey through probably a rapid podcast with me, of course, in the studio. Firstly, you being a doctor from Karnataka, and of course, we both come from Bangalore. Mudlu Namaskara, welcome. And now over to English. So, What's up, Doc? How are you doing?
Doing fantastic, Rashmi. First and foremost, thank you so much for having me here.
Mm-hmm.
And as you asked me that question, how do you blend stethoscope with social media? There is a beautiful saying, an idea whose time has come, nobody can stop. Mm-hmm. Nobody can stop the idea whose time has come. So this is the era of social media. And now I think everyone there scrolling and looking for something. And when there is so much of misinformation also, when somebody asked a doctor, why have you become an influencer? The answer was, because influencers are becoming doctors. Right? So I think it's a responsibility of, I think, every medical professional to come out there and share your work, share your knowledge, share your expertise, because someone out there is needing something genuine, some genuine, authentic information.
Right.
So that's the very purpose, very intent. I do what I do, and I share my work. I enjoy, I laugh, I giggle with kids, and have a happy day. Yeah.
So, I mean, where are you coming from today? You're coming from?
I'm coming straight away from my second home, or rather first home. It's Kidora Children's,
Kidora at Bangalore.
At Bangalore HSR layout, It's my venture. We've been running it about 8 to 9 years now. So the very purpose was to give a holistic care with utmost passion, love, and affection to the kids. Because see, 80% of the times, these parents who bring their kids, they need counseling, they need disillusioning that this is not a problem, this is not harmful, this is not going to be causing any kind of trouble to your child. So please stay calm, relax, wait it out, kind of a thing.
So what's Kidora like? What happens in this pediatric clinic, which is so different from the other clinics or the other?
I'm there. That is the first thing. Well, jokes apart, at Kidora, of course, it's a pediatric clinic. We handle vaccinations. We take care of the illnesses, allergies, and all this child counseling, so on and so forth. But the essence of Kedora is, as I said, I was part of many institutions earlier.
Like?
A lot of corporate hospitals like Apollo, Fortis, and so on and so forth. But every doctor has his or her own style, own kind of approach to the patient, right? So I realized somewhere I am not able to being myself in those institutions. You understand what I'm saying, right? When you're under someone, there are certain rules and regulations and certain things you have to follow. So then obviously over the period of time I thought, okay, let me start something of my own where I can touch children's lives better. I'm not however saying the doctors who are working in those hospitals are not touching children's lives or changing lives.
I'm sure they are.
But my approach was a bit different, where my intent has always been, every time a child walks into my center, to my cabin, to the OPD, with anguish, with some kind of fear, some kind of whatever, sadness, they should go back smiling. So that's the whole purpose. To do that, to accomplish that, I go to any extent, even become a clown and a monkey to make the child laugh. So the very purpose is to this. And this is how, let me add this point as well, how I, a doctor, became a social media influencer. This was in the year 2022, somewhere in the month of September.
Okay.
So my vaccination style has been a bit different, in the
Meaning?
sense, when I was part of an institution 10 years ago, when I started my career, 2013 or 14, I would vaccinate a child and invariably child would cry. And the day when the parents would bring the child for vaccination, on the very moment, they already have that anxiety on their face. Doctor, it's my child's vaccine today. Will he cry, doctor? I mean, things like that. Every mother, every father. I said, well, he might cry, ma'am, Then I thought I thought to myself, what can I do to mitigate, or maybe to make this entire experience less painful, or add some pleasures to it, make it a little pleasant. Then I started distracting. Distraction is sometimes the best way to reduce your pain, right? So I started distracting the child. I started making eye contact with the child. I started giggling. I started making faces. I started playing. I started dancing. I started using soft toys to, engage them with, it's like they're engaged with something, and I use stealth to deliver my shot, and started working. It started working. And I did that for 10 years behind the screen. Nobody knew. One fine day, it was 22nd of September, if I'm not wrong, 2022. This mother who has been coming to me for many years for vaccination with her 4-year-old daughter, she came to the OPD and she said, Doctor, my daughter has vaccination today. So can I record this video as you do the shots? I said, sure. Go ahead. Then she was sitting here next to me. The mother is sitting there where you are, across the table. Then I spoke to her. I started a conversation with her. Which school do you go? Blah, blah, blah. What did you have for breakfast? And which is your favorite food? Engage, stimulate their thought process so that they don't know what's happening around, right? It's a bit of a stealth and bit of a, So, I delivered 2 shots back to back. She recorded that. It's a 1 minute odd video.
And the kid didn't know.
Nothing. She just, after that, she gave me a HiFi and she stood up. Then for me, it was a routine. For me, just like, my job. She said, Doctor, amazing. Doctor, can I upload this video and tag you? Go ahead. Why not? At that particular moment, I had about 412 followers on Instagram. Half of them are my buddies, a few friends, family members. And till then, I used to put up every video. I would beg people to, Baba, one like, Mado. Please, one comment. My wife is like, did you like or not? Out of charity, they would like and they would. I came home. I was having dinner. I just casually scrolled because I had uploaded a video in the morning to just check what's happening, how dismally this video is performing. My followers from 413 had become 1,200 or something. I was like, okay, that video, because of my video, I don't know what's happening. Then I kept quiet and I finished my dinner and went back and scrolled. 3,500.
Oh.
Then I said, oh, what is happening? Then I was like, oops, something wrong. Then I scrolled again after half an hour, 6,000 change. I told my wife, my phone is hacked. Instagram is hacked. I don't know. Then she's like, show me. She started scrolling. Oh my God, 8,000. What's happening? What did you upload? I said, nothing. Then she went and checked that video, which was the vaccination video the mother had uploaded, tagging me. That video was doing amazing job. The traction it was gaining was fantastic. I slept at around 2 a.m. that night, and the followers was I think 25,000 or something. I woke up to 1,12,000, and she said, "You are viral."
Oh,
So
God.
that moment, I did not know how to take it. See, because it was an accidental thing. So then, of course, I started uploading so many videos of vaccination because it's my routine for me. Every other child would come and play, giggle. Then every other video would give me 5 million views and 6 million views and 4 million views. And within a span of a year or and a half, 1 million we crossed, and then
Wow.
2.2, and so on and so forth.
Crazy. So accidentally, after the vaccination, the kid gives you a HiFi.
Yeah.
You give the kid a HiFi. That's why you're
That's
Dr.
it.
HiFi.
Dr. HiFi, right. Yeah, and interesting. My name was on the handle Dr. Syed Mujahid Hussain, as you just introduced, and people are still scratching and trying to figure out which is what. Then people started commenting, wow, this guy is amazing. How does he do this? Yeah, oh my God, in our childhood, vaccination were like so painful, and we love the way he gives HiFi. Every other comment would be like, oh, I like the HiFi. Then I said, why don't we? Technically, the name given by the people who showered love and, Yeah, so that's a Dr. HiFi.
Amazing. I think you're the first doctor that I've seen who is such good an orator. You are very expressive, and I think it's a great blend.
Thank you.
The stethoscope and then all the energy that you bring on to the table.
Absolutely.
So, doctor, now I think let me just jump into
Yes, please.
some questions that everybody is probably looking to be addressed.
Sure.
So, I'm sure today we are living in the world of probably a sandwiched world, often caught between traditional wisdom, and here you have family advice, and then you have social media trends, hacks, and the modern science coming in. So with all of this in picture, probably I'll reverse engineer this. Let's start with rapid fire. All right.
With
Firstly-
Rapid Rashmi.
So guys, I'm known as Rapid Rashmi in Karnataka, of course. In rapid basically in Kannada means I'm very quick. So the Kannada just flows in like this. That's how I got my name Rapid in the year 2006. And today, not as rapid as I was, because podcast doesn't demand me to be rapid, but it demands me to be as
Yeah.
quiet as I can be.
As rapid as you can be, yes.
In my thoughts, but not in my words. So all the action is happening on the other side. So now, starting with Dr. HiFi, one parenting trend that you would like to ban.
Without any argument, I think screen time first 2 years of life is devastating.
Why?
Why? Beautiful question. Why? Because first 2 years of life, your brain development is 80% completed. So when such the most delicate as well as the strongest part of your body is developing so rapidly, first 2 years of life, how can you compromise with its growth and development, optimal growth and development? So this excessive screen time, gadgets, in fact, screen time, I won't even add the word excessive. Screen time first 2 years, I'm not saying this, American Academy of Pediatrics strictly condemns it, prohibits it. ICMR, WHO, everybody's against it. So because kid, a baby, a growing toddler, infant needs emotion, needs love, needs compassion, needs eye contact, needs warmth, needs hug, needs your giggles, needs your verbal, non-verbal communication. Today one mother asked me, doctor, what should I do with my child now he's 7 months? Do everything you can do with your friend except the gadgets and the alcohol. Talk, giggle, play, laugh, tell stories, make eye contact, make as funny expressions as you can, because that wiring is permanent.
Wow.
So if one thing I'm going to take away, 100, 200, 500%, pleased. They say, doctor, my phone is here, my phone is here. No. The only priority is that little one.
Doctor, something that has always fascinated me is You see, we are adults. Like, if I just look at
I'm
you...
not.
That's the spirit, I'm sure. But see, when I look at you, at times even without talking, the eye contact is made, we feel the emotion, right? But with kids, I've seen people giving those animated reactions and all of that. Like you just mentioned, make faces, giggle and all of that. So why is that a kid needs that extra emotion coming in from a parent? Why should we make faces in front of kids?
So I'll tell you what. Now, a kid has his or her own frequency. Now, forget about kid. Keep the kid aside for some time. You go to a dinner get-together. You go to somebody's wedding. Now, they'll tell you, Rashmi, you have to socialize with... You have to make 10 new friends. Okay? 10 new friends. Now, what would you do? Now, automatically, there is something in your background, your intuition, something will tell you to talk to somebody. Now, these are all energies, these are all frequencies we all carry. Now, we as adults grown up, we may have 100 people in the school, but we have this 1, 2, 3 friends in the college, right? So, when we can have only those friends with whom our frequencies, our wavelength can match, how will a kid? For a kid, is he bothered about your EMI, your job, your what kind of car you want to buy, what kind of villa you want to move into? Forget about that. Even what kind of food you want to eat for lunch. He's not bothered. He only wants comfort, warmth, love and affection. That's what they crave for. Baby. So a kid finds a threat somewhere, finds some kind of unfavorable, unsafe environment. He would not, or she would not. So that is where you have to go to. That's why I think you're talking about, I heard you read about connection before correction. Talking about that, right?
Right.
That's exactly is what it is. Now we jump to correct a child. Don't do that. Get up. Don't throw the things there. What's wrong with you? Why are you playing? Why are you jumping? He's like, he'll find you an alien. Now when you go and connect to his or her frequency, wow, it's so cool to jump on the sofa, right? Exciting. Yeah. Wow, I used to do that. I love doing that. But the problem is, I landed on the ground and then I cried. You want to do that? No. Come on, slowly get down. We'll go somewhere. First you go and create that comfort zone, just like you create friends in a strange environment. Then they find trust in you. So obviously, you will have to go to that frequency, connect, win the trust, passing a message that you are safe here. You can be yourself with some boundaries, yes.
So now we know. So it matches the frequency. So kids mostly need comfort, warmth, affection and...
Absolutely. Love.
So Ashte, that's all.
That's it. You don't have to spend bloody on any toy.
If you can manage to give all of this without the toys, bang on.
Baba, kids play with those vessels and those ladle and those spoons and they find their own way out.
But today, we have all the fancy toys in the world. So you're saying indirectly this is working parents' hacks to like replace love, comfort, warmth, affection with these.
Absolutely. Now our tolerance levels is coming down because we are so overwhelmed, inundated with our own issues, our own maybe personal issues, financial issues, work-related. So our tolerance levels when it comes to parenting is dismally, sadly low. A child cries. We cannot tolerate. We said, stop it now. Give it to him.
True that. So how to increase this, doctor?
See, parenting is not about our children.
Then?
Parenting is not about our children. Let me say that again. Parenting is not about our children. Let that sink in. Parenting is about you. It's about me. It's about us. Meaning, now a child is throwing a tantrum. A child is having some frustration. Child is trying to communicate with something with you. The child finds that the only solace for him. It's a child. He's a 2-year-old child. For him, this world is new. Everything is new. He doesn't care about your healthy foods or thing and sleeping on time. Doesn't care. He doesn't know. Who are you? You have an amazing brain. You are a mature person. You've seen the world, been there. Now you must not borrow energy, that negative or may not be negative, but that aggressive kind of energy from the child. You have to lend your calmness, your equanimity, your tranquility to the child. So for that, you have to work on yourself. Plus, you have to calm down. You have to talk to yourself. All right. Self-awareness. This is a 2-year-old. He needs something. Let me sit down with him. Let me listen to him. Let me look at him without losing your cool and frustration. That is not easy. Of course, it's not easy. I'm not saying, as a father, I've seen that even I've lost my cool. But that's where you grow, evolve as a parent. Because see, there is something called in psychology called as non-anxious presence. Every parent must have with their children something called as non-anxious presence, because your anxiety is infectious. Have you noticed a spouse is stressed, your husband or a wife is stressed, or somebody at home is stressed with something? They come home. Their stress is palpable. Their tone of voice is aggressive. They are little throwing things or words. You catch that stress. You automatically catch the stress. And you had an argument with somebody on the road, okay? You go to your workplace. What did you carry? That stress, that anxiety. You throw that on your employees or colleagues or your friends. So anxiety is infectious. So you have to have something called as non-anxious presence. A child can throw a tantrum, throw aggression, do an Agin dance, scream, yell. All right. Great, I understand there's something troubling you. But I'm extremely sorry, Arav. I cannot tolerate this behavior. When you're done with this, I'll come back and talk to you. So please, let me know whenever you're ready. Because we cannot talk like this. He may still cry for some time. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, maybe a week or 2. That message is being passed that, okay, there are boundaries.
ये नहीं चलेगा.
Nahi chalega. I will communicate. I've seen transformation in toddlers, in 2 or 3-year-olds when people are applying this. They come back and say this, Mom,
Radha by Rapid Rashmi. It's my very own sari brand, born from stories, culture, and the love we all share for the timeless drapes. Sari handpicked with care, every color chosen with emotion, every collection is crafted for women who wants credibility, affordability, and absolute uniqueness. I see a lot of parents giving in just because they can't see their kid cry.
Yeah.
So then, advice to parents doing that in that particular stage.
Look, parenting is like walking a tightrope. Okay, it's very delicate. It's a very delicate decision. And moreover, let me tell you something. The bigger challenges are, you husband and wife should be on the same page.
Okay.
Now, this also creates a lot of conflicting situations at home. Mom is at home. Let's say she's a homemaker. She's taking care of the child, 2.5-year-old, throwing tantrums all day. He's been fussy, boisterous, noisy, demanding. She's been trying to set the boundaries. No, Baba, chocolate, not now. Trust me. You finish your lunch, I'll give you a piece of chocolate, this and that, everything. Husband comes home end of the day, 6:30, 7 o'clock. He's exhausted. He's tired. Fighting traffic, comes home. Toddler would run to him. Daddy, 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 daddy. Mama didn't give me chocolate. Mama was troubling me. Mama. Complaint list. Now, what would husband do? Generally, typically.
Be the good cop and then give it off.
Yeah. Pick up the boy and because he's already tired, missing the boy. So many things. He said, oh, Mama, don't give me. All the efforts the mother had put so far is gone. If husband, as a team, speaks the same language, why didn't Mama give? Did you have a meal? Did you behave? Did you do that? Did you do this? So the child would feel, oh my God, these are already same team. This is what I call about boundaries. Talk about boundaries. Boundaries are very, very, very essential. No matter how much you love, you have compassion, if it is not within the boundaries, no use. That's why we see today grown-ups, teenagers, uncontrollable. There are no boundaries set. Just because you have money, you give them the liberty.
So that's the problem. That's where the problem is. Not with the generation wherein at times we get to hear kids today, they are like more tantrum driven? Is it the generation, or is it the boundaries that the parent wouldn't understand how to play with?
Lot of things have changed in the past 2 decades.
Meaning?
Your work lifestyle has changed. Kind of work we do, the time, the duration of work we do over the period of week, and things have changed. Nuclear families have evolving now, growing, right? Urban life,
Right.
busy life, gadget life. So a lot of things are there, and also priorities somewhere have changed. In the sense, if husband and wife is working, no, their focus is on the work. Yes,
Yes.
to give the best life to their child.
Facility and all of that. Yeah.
I met one couple last week. I literally reprimanded them. I was a bit brutal with them. It was a 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old child. Yeah. Both are working. Husband and wife both are working. The child is at grandparents' house
Okay.
in Bangalore itself. Now the child has been exposed to gadgets, been exposed to junk foods. And I'm not saying it's all grandparents' fault. I'm trying what's happening with the child. The child has become aggressive. Speech is delayed. 2.5 years. Doesn't make a sentence yet. He just says some words. And I asked them, where do you stay? Then I said, sir, we stay in Chamrajpet. And our mother stays in Marathalli somewhere. So the child stays there because both of us are working. I said, that's fine. But I asked him, who raised you? I said, sir, my mom. And who raised you, madam? I said, my parents. Who should raise him? Sir, his parents. And who are they? Sir, we. Your mother raised you. Why are you repeating this another saga of pain and trouble of the toddler to her again? He needs grandmother's support, no doubt. That is when they're staying together or visiting them on and off. You cannot do away with your child just because the time you are losing now, the loss he is now having is priceless.
And it's for life.
It's for life. Let's say you build an empire for him, Baba. You made crores of money. Agreed. You know what? Tomorrow he's going to tell you, why was I not with you? How are you going to justify that? No way. You cannot justify that. You can't tell him that, no, we're working for you. I don't care. I'll work. I'll build an empire myself.
You can also say that I never asked for it.
Absolutely. So that's my point. The priorities are changing now. People are going in wrong direction. You give the child what he deserves. He deserves just you. Your undivided, unconditional attention, love and support.
So non-negotiable till the age of 2.
Minimum. Of course, parenting is there.
Lifelong.
But I'm saying first 2 to 3 years, the brain development is so rapid, so profound, that it is non-negotiable. Parents, nobody can replace parents. No. Now see, due respect to the grandmother, he's now 6 hours of mobile phone. Now who's responsible? You can't blame the grandmother now. And he eats like chips and junk and every day, unregulated. Now you can't come and tell me that, sir, grandmother kodtare, nanu yen madli. Hey, neenu kono father, you are the mother, man. You're the parents. So that's what I'm saying. This is you. Who got married to each other? You. Who wanted the child? You. Now suddenly you want support. You want call in-laws. What rubbish. One of the most funniest sentence people make, right? Rashmi. Sir, now baby is 6 months, sir. We are alone. And I said, your sentence is such a paradoxical humor. We are alone. Yen helta idira? Alla sir, who's alone? No sir, just me, my wife and kid. During marriage, did you have a condition to the girls, to groom the bride's father? 20 people from your side should stay at my place. 20 people, 40 people in a package itta. It is you, your call. You're starting a new life. The child needs whom, Baba? Just you two. So it's a myth. People also have that, because there are not many people at home, child is not talking yet. Myth. Absolutely. So, bottom line is, husband, wife. There are single parents who are raising, doing their best, giving their time, taking the child to their workplace as well.
So it's simple and it's comfort, warmth, affection, love.
Yes.
These are the ingredients for a healthy childhood for any kid,
Yes.
especially till 2 to 3 years, right?
Absolutely.
Doctor? Amazing. So what started as one parenting trend, I think this is like a tree, right? One branch we hit, we cover the whole tree.
Everything.
Right. So
Bonus.
one food every child should eat regularly.
One food, of course, depends on the age. Of course, if you're talking about growing age, I would say fruits and dry fruits should be non-negotiable, and especially walnuts, almonds. Of course, vitamin-rich fruits are all rich in vitamins. Citrus fruits.
Why walnuts, almonds, and
They have scientific evidence to boost your immunity as well as your brain immunity. To some extent, it also basically strengthens your neurons, your thinking capacity, your memory as well.
so how much a day for a kid?
Well, I would
How
say
many?
2 or 3 normal standard size
Kernels, yeah.
almonds,
Hmm.
1 or 2 walnuts every day if you could provide. Great.
Amazing.
Add date to that, natural sweetener, especially 2 years plus dates,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
will again good source of iron and natural sweetener, so kids would somehow enjoy eating it.
Amazing. Is there any food specifically for nerve health? Natural sorts?
See, if you talk about non-vegetarian food, fish is a wonderful source of omega-3 fatty acids, which has been in multiple studies proved to strengthen the neurons, memory, overall brain health, because synaptic formation and all, it helps fish. And also, of course, dry
Sorry,
fruits have.
what's synaptic?
Synapses
formation?
is your brain neuron connection.
Ah.
Brain is a network of neurons where millions are forming. First 2 years, millions of neurons form. 80% is developed. Now, over the period of time, every time you learn something new, a new synaptic connection is formed.
Ah.
And when you, for example, let's say you're playing violin. I'm learning violin, so I'm give that example. Okay, when you're learning an instrument like violin, you start playing it. The new neurons are trying to form. It's a new connection. Now you go on playing and playing and playing and playing. So this becomes so strong. An automated neuronal connection is. That's why they say, brain is neuroplastic. You can learn anything, any time, any age.
Crazy. Oh, that's why they also advise to learn something new which you're not used to, so that this new formation keeps happening.
Absolutely. You can unlearn, relearn, if you want to. That's what I said. The one who controls his brain and mind is a victor. So that's a power of mind. That's why I emphasize these things. Even my OPDs to the parent, they say, sir, 9 kgs, 2 years. Yes, it's a concern. Then I look at the child, such bright, so responsive, engaging, interacting. Wow, he's so sharp. Allah sir, but sir, wait ma. Then I look at the child, play around, speaking so beautiful. I said, you've got a gem. Throw all these neighbors and relatives and aunts and uncles who are talking about the weight into trash can. You've got a gem. Preserve it, work on it. Just think of how to make it better. That's the power of brain.
One food every kid should be eating, child should be eating is walnut. So yeah. One health myth parents should stop believing.
One health myth is if my child is lean, the child is unhealthy. Typical Indian myth, alva. There is a gesture people make. There is a synonym for this to health. They say he's healthy. Automatically the gestures goes like that. He's healthy. So that's what it is. It's wrong. How can health? You're showing an obese child, or you're pointing towards obesity, right? It's a biggest myth. A lean, playful, active child, milestones age appropriate, neurological development age appropriate, is a blessing. So please don't think or compare or assume that, okay, he's lean, that's why he may be weak. Or no, that's the biggest myth.
All right. One parenting myth you want to delete.
delete. One parenting myth you want to delete. Milk myth around milk is enormous.
Meaning?
In the sense,
Example.
typically in Indian families, children who don't eat well, invariably they are offered milk as a substitute, as a healthy alternative.
Right.
He's not eating, oh, let him have a glass of milk. Oh, he's not having dinner, let him have another glass of milk. So end of the day, I have come across parents who are pouring 2 to 3 liters of milk every day in the child's throat, and that has led to anemia, in the sense low iron, low hemoglobin,
Excess milk
consumption, because the absorption of iron from the body is blocked, suppressed. Constipation, gastritis, frequent stomach pains, loss of appetite.
So what's the cap, doc?
A toddler anywhere between 2 to 4 years should not have more than 400 ml of milk per day.
Toddler
I'm talking
aging
about
up
cow's
to
milk.
how many
Up
years?
to 4 years.
4.
So that's the limit. And preferably avoid giving milk empty stomach as the first meal of the day. That's again one of the blunders I would say parents do.
Okay.
Start their day with milk, and that again eventually leads to appetite suppression and all this problem.
Then what should they start with?
Start with breakfast. See, 1 year plus child should eat what you and me eats. Of course, quantity might vary. Of course, the spices might vary.
Masala, right.
Might vary. But he or she is eligible. Of course, I'm not talking about sugars. That's still a sensitive subject. So let's keep the sugars till 2 years, because sugars introduction should be postponed as much as possible. But he can have all kind of fruits, veggies, carbs, non-vegetarian food, proteins, nuts, dry fruits, everything. So nutrition plays a significant role in the growth and development of a child. But the moment we say this, parents take it to all together different level. In the sense they become unrealistic when it comes to child's food habits. They prepare so many meals in so much of quantity. They expect child to finish, thinking that this is what is the appropriate quantity for my child. So they have no basic idea or knowledge about a child's calorie requirement per day plus the foods you have prepared. So nutrition, yes, plays a role. Understand what the child's needs are. A 2.5-year-old child requires anywhere between 1100 to 1400 calories per day. So now you have got so many apps and so many platforms to ChatGPT, Google, this and that, to understand your child's basic calorie breakup. And also that app itself will give you what are the foods which can provide these many calories. Provide a balanced meal and give that. So there are a lot of myths around this. When it comes to milk, yes, I would say milk, don't exaggerate the importance of milk.
One food every family should keep at home. If you have a toddler or a young child.
Should keep at home fruits. I mean, you cannot overemphasize the importance of fruits because they are immunity builders. They have antioxidants which eventually help you age slow, and they have got vitamins and minerals. So I'm happy a parent comes and tells me, doc, he doesn't eat food much, he loves fruits. He may be a half kilo underweight because fruits typically will not help you gain weight. And they're nourishing your body. They're giving those energies and vitamins and building blocks. So I said, awesome, yaar. Awesome. There are parents who are like forcing, making purees and milkshakes of the fruits and trying to stuff through the child's throat. This is better. So I would say make a habit. And also the advantage of having fruits and multiple times offering fruits is it would somewhere suppress the craving of other junk foods. See, an apple or a banana, a big banana is so filling. Child would not, if the child is playful, he or she would not get drawn towards, find the need to munch on something. So this I think is a great filler as well as a nutritional aspect. Yeah.
Representing all the mothers, are they top 5 favorites that kids should have these fruits?
Well, yes, top 5 favorites. If I say an apple a day keeps doctor away, Yes, and banana is a very good source of potassium and energy. And your figs are wonderful. Again, rich source of vitamins and minerals. Mangoes are awesome. Mangoes are of course, vitamin C and a lot of micronutrients when it is season. Please let your child 6 or 8 months plus can start consuming mangoes. And avocado is wonderful. And also seasonal fruits, yes, anything. Watermelon, melons are always, hydrating, especially in summer.
So these are your go-to favorites.
Yes.
One habit that improves a child's health.
There are many habits. One habit.
5. Go for it, doc.
Yeah. Sleep. I'll tell you why again. For your rapidly developing brain, when a brain rests well, all the negative neurochemicals accumulated over the day are cleansed, washed, and discarded from the nervous system. And hippocampus is a part of the brain which is responsible for memory. Okay, both long-term, short-term. Hippocampus. When a child sleeps well, whatever he or she has learned over the period of the day, or week, will be consolidated, stored in the long-term memory if his child sleeps well. That is why when children, youngsters or school-going children attend the exam with less or insufficient sleep previous night, you go blank. You might have read so much. If you're not slept for 6 hours minimum, you're like, oh my God, because the hippocampus is not able to retain that, or not even probably stored it well. So sleep is non-negotiable, number one. I would say introduce books as early as you can.
How early?
Can be early when the baby is in your uterus.
Wow.
Because this is, again, takes us to the concept of first 1,000 days of life. I want everyone who's watching this podcast, go today. There are enough books, enough videos on YouTube about first 1,000 days of life.
What's that, doctor?
That is a window period which is irreplaceable, non-negotiable, and an absolutely priceless period you can never get back. The moment a mother becomes pregnant, the first day of conception, till the child is 2 years. Because now a new life is formed. And remember I told you about synapses, the nerves, all the nerve connections. Synapses are being formed in the speed of 700 to 900 per second.
Wow.
You can't even imagine that speed. So many new connections. So now the brain is out in this world absorbing everything.
Freak.
A mother is raising her voice and talking to somebody with some anger or resentment or some, baby, the negative impact is happening.
Even when
in the intrauterine life.
Even when
A mother is calm, listening to music. The babies. A mother is reading a beautiful novel or a beautiful book which is adding value. The baby is absorbing that.
Oh, that's when I think Abhimanyu, when
yes,
he was in the...
You know that story?
Yeah.
So books, that's what I tell. The moment a pregnant mother comes with her, the first child is here, so the second is coming in 2 months, 3 months. I said, wow. I'll tell you things which you probably, every mother, every woman should know. You know it. I'll tell her in 10 minutes the importance. I give her references to watch the video, because that period is gone. The extensive studies done on first 1,000 days of life is so deep, so profound. They have documented children who are given positive, constructive, peaceful, environment from in the first 1,000 days of life. When they grow up to be adults, 20, 30, 40, whatever, their emotional intelligence is of great quality. Their problem solving skill is high. Their ability to manage stress is brilliant. Their negotiation skills are better. Even their income generating capacity is better than others.
Wow.
Imagine how priceless this is. So that's why I tell, if somebody understands this concept, they'll say, I don't want 6 months maternity. I want till 2 years. Because this period is not going to come back.
Right.
So in that period, introduce books. Sir, I used to read, but no ifs and buts. You're a parent now. You're a leader. You want your child to be a leader 10 times bigger than you. Will it happen like that? No. There may be exceptions who have studied under a lamppost and become IAS officers. Son of cobblers and blacksmiths and farmers. There are exceptions. Are always there. But you have an opportunity, ma'am. Read books. Of course, role of parent, of husband and family members also is there, because a pregnant woman has to deal with everybody else.
Right.
And tell them, keep your domestic environment as pleasant, as neutral, as peaceful as possible. Avoid conflicts, because look at him or her. Everything getting absorbed. Your aggression is transferred. Your violence, your bad words, everything is transferred. So the brain is 700 to 800 synapses per second. It is being formed. You decide what kind of nourishment, mental nourishment you want to give. So sleep first, books. Very, very important. Third, of course, is nutrition. I want every parent to educate their children about the importance of nutrition. How many times do we sit and have family meal together now, urban lives, busy lives? How many meals do we have together as two kids and husband and wife sitting? Maybe one, maybe sometime once in a week also. You don't know, because they go to school and you are coming late and this and that, right? Try to do that, one family meal together, and talk about what you're eating. Do some basic research. What is this? Cauliflower. Wow. It is also rich source of iron. It gives antioxidants, vitamins.
Give them the why, not just blindly tell
Absolutely.
them eat.
Absolutely. See, you must share with reason everything you do, with purpose with your children. Those days are gone. Daddy, why should I eat this vegetable? Because I said so. Sumne tinno. It's over, ma'am. Sorry.
The very reason podcasts are in boom is because people want to know why.
Exactly.
The information is gold here.
Absolutely. In fact, I go to an extent of even telling parents, you talk about their, sex education. You tell them good touch, bad touch from early age. You tell them what is this? Why should we be careful about these things? Growing children, by 5-6 years, should be spoken to about these things. Because now kind of crimes and things happening around.
The environment today.
Absolutely. The child should be able to at least voice out. Worst case scenario, something happened, should come and tell you at home. There are how many, they suppress it, they forget about it, or they're too scared to do it. And that ghost will haunt you throughout your life. It is haunting.
So true.
So I think as transparent conversation you keep is healthy for relationship, is great for your child. He'll love you. When he grows up, he will love you. He said, my mom, bro, she used to just tell me things, never would hide anything from me. This is what it is. This is why. Oh, sorry, I don't know about this. Let me find out and tell you. But I'll tell you the reason.
Wow.
Don't cook up anything. Be transparent. Of course, but I also mean age-appropriate conversation. Age-appropriate conversation with honesty, with integrity, with transparency. You can raise a leader. So nutrition, non-negotiable, talk. Show the junk food packet. Flip the label. Look, what does it mean? Maltodextrin. You know what it is? Let's read about maltodextrin. Look, it is another form of sugar. It gets so destructive. It adds to your sugar load. It destroys your brain. Read. Look at the sugar. How much is it? Okay. So how much should I eat? No, this is what you should eat. How much you eat? Rest of his life, he'll walk to supermarket. He'll pick up the packet of food. He'll flip it over. I don't look at Kareena Kapoor. I want to look at the label, the ingredients. I said, oh wow, bro, this is like too much sugar. No, bro. He'll tell his friends. Imagine education,
Right.
applying Knowledge is not power.
Wisdom is execution.
Applying the knowledge is power. Now you have knowledge, great. No, if you're not sharing, applying, implementing it on yourself, there's no use.
Very well said. Very well reminded. So I think
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
definitely maintain all of this. So yes, sleep, books, nutrition.
Physical activity, yes. Physical activity, non-negotiable for a growing child. Because again, for an optimal brain development, for a child to have good strength, stamina, and also have a sound sleep, a child who has played well, so let the child go and something called as unstructured play. You must remember.
What's that?
Everybody is now behind scheduling their child's day with guitar class and one English tuition, one vocal this thing, swimming and skating. All that is fine, great, but ensure your child has at least 45 minutes to 1 hour of unstructured activity. Play what you want to play.
Oh,
Run, scream, do cycling. Unstructured.
Surprise.
No rules, in the sense, within your safe limits, no proper schedule or structure, no games.
what does this do to the brain?
This has an impact on, such a profound impact on brain. Whatever learnings you have had in terms of your music and this, the brain gets an opportunity to reorganize it. It's like books are scattered everywhere.
Wow.
So I'll tell you one more beautiful thing. Parents must do it. It is tough, but it is tough for ourselves. Forget about kids. It is very tough for us. You'll understand. Sit quiet. Do nothing for 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever possible. How easy is it?
I meditate, but initially I used to...
No meditation. I'm not talking meditation.
Just sit and do
I'm
nothing.
not talking meditation. I'm talking about
Just sitting like this. So, Otla in Kannada.
I'm not even asking you to consciously run thoughts. No. Thoughts might come. But I'm saying this is called as default mode network. When brain in this default mode network, it again beautifully sorts out things, segregates things.
Wow.
Whatever accumulated, this and that, segregates. Meditation is one thing. It's a different world altogether. I'm not talking about meditation, right? I'm talking about default mode network. Daydreaming. You heard of daydreaming? Do this. I'm not even talking about reading book. No.
Just sit and do nothing. I'm very proud of my grandmother now because I remember this phrase she's saying in Kannada, Teppu kudgo. Like, मतलब हिंदी का thing है थोड़ा सा चुप बैठ.
चुपचाप बैठो.
चुपचाप बैठ जाओ 10 मिनट के लिए. हाँ. So
Now scientists are saying Teppu kudgo in this way. So
wow.
It's amazing. No, my son, I make him do that sometimes. 2 minutes. It's so boring. Naturally, right? Oh, it's so boring. I'm bored. Then I tell him, bro, boredom was the foundation of biggest inventions.
Mm-hmm.
Boredom was what led to amazing discoveries in this world.
Wow.
People are bored. Eureka moments came. We were so engaged. We were so overwhelmed, involved with so many multitasking things. We're not letting the brain, mind flow and bring out those answers. You should read about these different wavelengths in the brain. Alpha, delta, theta, gamma, beta. Amazing it is.
Alpha, beta,
delta and gamma.
And theta same?
Theta also is there, yeah. But these are more 4 levels. Beta is the awake state. Now you're in beta. Alpha is your semi. You're going to sleep, you're falling asleep, or your early morning you are awakening. That is the most beautiful. Rashmi will tell you this secret. When you're waking up, when you're in your sleep, you wake up early in the morning, let's say you are awake. You're semi-sleepy, you're drowsy.
Mm-hmm.
Observe your thoughts. You will get amazing ideas.
Like they say, best time to manifest, best time to...
Because you're in alpha wavelength. where your brain is going deeper in your subconscious mind, digging out information. See, because in your entire life, let's say you're 30, 35, 40, whatever, you have seen so many things. You have heard so many things since the first day of 1,000 days of life.
Oh God. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do you remember everything?
No.
Nothing. Your subconscious does. There are methods where people are able to find out their lost objects. Many years ago, the brain has told them it is kept here in this cupboard above this book here. Go and take it. That's the depth of subconscious mind.
It has so much data that it has stored in.
Absolutely. Thomas Alva Edison, right?
The guy who invented the
Bulb. He would take naps during daytime. He would lie on the sofa. He would carry a metal ball in his hand. Okay? He would lie down on the sofa. As he's drowsy, falling asleep, he goes to alpha. Then before theta, he falls asleep. He loses conscious, right? Tung! He wakes up. He used to do that multiple times because he would go to the depth, get ideas and come back. Go to the depth, get ideas and come back. People would call these people psychotic, crazy. Yes, you have to be eccentric to achieve, to discover something in life. So that is the stage. Don't just rush. Don't wake up in rush. Don't hurry. The worst thing we can do is touch your mobile in the morning. Worst.
first 1 hour.
Wow, first 1 hour or half an hour at least. Spend on the bed 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever possible. Whatever challenges you're going through in terms of your podcast, your business, your family. Yes, you will get some ideas. And also for the content creators, they get new ideas. I've got new ideas, new topics. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I think I can put it this way. I can shoot like this and I have actually gotten up, made notes. Because obviously, conscious mind is not as powerful as subconscious mind. So it would get distracted with the world so I make notes so that's what I'm saying. The power of brain is the last unexplored continent in the world.
Oh, damn. That line said it all.
Yes. It's not. I don't think humans can completely explore it ever. The mysteries are beyond human can fathom or understand.
So 15 minutes before you wake up.
Yes, at least.
Golden.
Lie down. Away from chaos. Don't actively think of anything negative. Let the thoughts flow. Give the topic, and it may take few days. In fact, there is a book called as Silva Method.
What's that?
He was a kind of a mentalist, lived I think almost 100 years ago. He had something called as extrasensory perception. He would read your mind before you could say something. He used to train these daughters. He had 3 daughters. He would train them. He trained them to such an extent, he would ask them question. Next question, before it comes up, they would answer the capital of the country. So that kind of, he would reach those depth of thing. So in this Silva method, he basically narrates this as to how you can reach the deeper levels of your subconscious. You lie down, count from 100 to, 1, and just stay still, go deeper, try to just deeper without actually, it may take some time for you to practice. It may not happen one day because you're so, bombarded with so many thoughts. So after some time, after 3 or 4 months of practice, he guarantees that you sit for 10 seconds, you do this, you're in alpha. Wow. You don't need a semi drowsy state. Practically, there are trainings used to happen. Now, of course, trainings happen in different parts of the city and country. But that book is amazing.
Silva Method.
Silva Method.
So by doing this, every time you access your alpha state,
you're subconscious, basically. Counseling, I write 1 or 2 medications. I tell them, I've written it, give it for 2-3 days, stop it, kind of thing. So I'm more interested in giving this priceless legacy, priceless gift of strengthening their mind. Now, as we grow, we stop using our right brain.
Oh.
Yes. In the sense, we don't utilize it to the maximum potential. Why? Because we're calculative. You invest 50,000 in SIP. This is what the conversion. This is of sleeping regular at fixed particular time would help the brain stay healthy and strong. Of course, there can be flexible once in a 2 weeks or weekend, and we can chill and you can have family time together and all that. But otherwise, it should be a fixed routine. Maltodextrin is one of the unhealthy ingredient. It's like an alternative to sugar, which would have bigger and profound damage, which can do profound damage to your system in terms of spiking your sugars, in terms of satiety, in terms of slow and steady destruction of your overall health over the period of time.